Hello, beautiful soul. Samantha here. And this is my Ascension update for August 12th to 18th, 2024. And the DNA upgrade is in full swing. We've gone through the 888 gateway, and this is now affecting our 11th and 12th strands of DNA, which are activating and taking us to another level of ascension and new consciousness. So for those of you that are new to my channel and or the ascension process as a whole, ascension involves the human embodiment of being elevated in vibration a little bit at a time until we're vibrating in the resonance of full empowerment and unconditional love. So each DNA upgrade builds on the last one to further our soul's development, to bring in wholeness and peace in us, joy, creativity, and self-expression, moving into the true self. And this is the new paradigm, the new way of living and being as we move into this new earth that we are creating, all of us that are vibrating at this higher level. And so if you're watching this, you are part of it. And I thank you for that, because the more that we have of us that are fully embracing a new way of living, the faster it will manifest. The sun's activity, which always supports us and brings in new coding for this process of ascension, it peaked on that 888 gateway. So that was August 8th of last week. And we actually had an X-class solar flare that day, and it was helping us propel forward and upward and really hit many of us hard, those of us that are very sensitive and empathic and intuitive. I certainly felt it and had to rest quite a bit. I don't know about you. Let me know in the comments below. And it's taken us to this higher timeline. The coding for that came through as we went through the 888. And we're still sweeping away this dense residue in our vibrational field, our psyche, and the body. And this will continue as we go through the rest of this month. It's also Mercury retrograde, so this helps bring in more of that inner reflective time that we need as we go through this upgrade and continue to live more fully in this new timeline, as well as finishing off anything in the old timeline. So new beginnings are blossoming bit by bit. Symptoms this week will still include immune issues, which we've been having, fatigue, that can come and go as we are going through this week, as we are continuing to bring the body into conscious embodiment, because that is what this upgrade is about. Okay, becoming a conscious cosmic conduit, moving into more transcendence, and really learning to have this in a sense of the earthly self. So the body can feel really wobbly right now, as well as the root chakra, the legs. You might find that as you continue to bring in the sense of embodiment. So really ground yourself. There might be some tightness in the neck, shoulders, upper back as you continue to clear through that heart chakra, achiness. The dreaming is still wild. There may be still interrupted sleep here and there, feeling otherworldly as you try to straddle between one sense of yourself as a spiritual being and then the earthly sense of yourself. You may feel kind of detached right now, grieving, perhaps still reviewing the past a little bit. That is starting to fade away more and more for us. If you're moving up, at the same time, you're still perhaps pondering or taking intuitive steps to new beginning, taking action when needed. A little more action came through for us starting yesterday. And the symptoms seem to be easing off as we're going through, as we went through that 888 a little bit. We had a peak after, and now it's kind of leveling off. But as I said, let me know where you're at in all of this. The body will start to get stronger as we move forward and become this new sense of conscious embodiment at this new level. Emotional stability will continue to come in a little bit more, and that trust in the unknown while still being present. Therefore, it's important to still really rest. So do that if you need to. Continue to be receptive. And all the while, you'll be lining up for this next phase of your soul's mission. Okay, so allow this conscious embodiment to occur. That's really our job right now. And as I said, to just let go, let go, let go. I mentioned that last week. So as you're up leveling after the 888, continue to surrender. to open to life, trust that the universe has a plan and it's unfolding, as there's more ease that will be coming in for you, as well as support and direction forward, or signs, or as I said, the universe will speak to you in some way if you simply are present and make room for that. And I know this can be difficult if you're currently in a hard situation, if you've had hardship of any kind. However, know that you're being magnified through this for the power of attraction. I talk about the flow and being in the flow of divine creation, and that is what we are learning. We are becoming part of all of this. And this will empower you as we go through this upgrade to really pull into your life all that's needed for your life's work. Okay, such as people, opportunities that are coming through, teachings that are coming through for you. And it really is bringing this opportunity for the rest of this month to heal and restore, especially as we're going through Mercury retrograde right now and this big upgrade after the 888. So to really sit in love in that heart consciousness as we are learning to live through the heart and to just be cosmic light. You're shedding that old victim paradigm at a rapid rate now, more and faster, faster, faster. And this is the year of the root chakra, as I said in January. And you will continue to let go of people, places, opportunities, and situations that still have any bit of fear, abandonment, or lack. If that's why you're holding on to it, it will leave your life. And instead, you're moving into this higher timeline of abundance and of prosperity and flow. So please believe that. Continue to move forward step by step. So let's take a look at the reading this week and what is going to support you as we go through this incredible sense of expansion within ourselves. Okay, so let's take a look at the archetypes and plant allies this week that you're able to draw strength from, wisdom, and guidance. And if you look at the card pull that I did this week, they are all plant allies. There's no archetypes this week, no star cards. So we're focusing very much on the third chakra. There's two third chakra plant allies, barberry and goldenrod. The fourth chakra with fireweed. The sixth chakra here in the head with reishi and cilantro, which is part of the seventh chakra, the crown. And then yarrow, which is part of the 11th chakra. So we're moving up into those higher chakras again. And those as well are activating and igniting as we are in this part of the ascension process past the 888. So barberry is a third chakra, solar plexus plant ally. And these energies are infusing you with inspired service. So this is to help you to move and find your purpose again, to move forward and to have clear direction, okay, as well as find closure and just bring in more humility about what you've learned from the past. Okay, letting all that anger go, finding forgiveness, releasing the rest of the tears, and just finding that closure for yourself. So focus on that for this week. Okay, the universe is helping you with that. And Barberry's affirmation is, through acceptance of my experience, I am free to serve. Okay, through the acceptance of my experience, I am free to serve. So that's what you're focusing on this week, as well as goldenrod, which is also a third chakra plant ally. That's also the solar plexus. And as you move and sit more into your self-expression this week, you'll be freeing yourself from rejection, disapproval, the need to please. Okay, so you will therefore attract better circumstances and people to support your life's path. So all of that's starting to clear out as you level up. And the affirmation for goldenrod is, I am allowed to ask for what I need. So you can say that to yourself this week. And for the heart chakra, again, still lots going and clearing in here, especially through the subconscious as we're sleeping at night. You'll feel that, and as well as that third chakra for sure. And fireweed is the plant ally to support us that way. It is all about abundant love. Okay, it's filling you up after this week. Fireweed is actually a plant that appears after there is fire. So when you have fire in forests, fireweed, and this is up in North America where I live, fireweed is one of the first plants to appear. It brings in more abundance. It's about rebirthing, starting anew, which is what happens after there is fire. Rising from the ashes. So your heart will continue as you rise from the ashes to shift into another level of cosmic heart coherence. So continue to be acceptance in this loving energy, release, move on. And again, the energies are helping you with that. And the affirmation for fireweed is, I am abundant love and have all that I need. And then moving on to the sixth chakra, we have Rishi. So the shift in your head as well in the mind. It's an alchemical process right now. And the head and the heart are speaking together much more. So your inner knowing is growing. That's going to grow more and more this week, faster and faster, so that you're listening to your own heartbeat, to the heartbeat of the earth, to the heartbeat of the cosmos. You are one, becoming more one with all. So as this is happening, you can support yourself by releasing any worry about others. Focus on that, just letting go of others, their concerns, your worries about them, letting go of worries about circumstances that are sort of right there in front of you and you're not sure what to do about them. World events, anything that distracts you from staying in your center and listening to higher guidance. So with Rishi, the affirmation is, I bridge head and heart and connect with my inner truth. And then we have cilantro, which is not just a garnish that you put in food. It's a very powerful plant ally of the seventh chakra of the crown at the top of the head. And this is where we bend to divine will. This is where we learn to stay receptive, humble, open, curious, bowed, in reverence. Okay, that's surrendering. And if you do this, you will be aligning. Okay, so this is the releasing the need to know, to controlling life, yourself, others. Let go, let go, let go. Keep telling yourself that this week. And that will help you expand and be filled with light, higher vibration. So release any resistance to what is right now, to what your ego is telling you you need, what you want others to think or feel about you. Okay. And just tune into the earthly and cosmic energies supporting you. The affirmation for cilantro is, I am willing to surrender to divine will. And finally, we have yarrow. And yarrow is an ally of the 11th chakra and also the sorcerer archetype. This is where the true self emerges. Okay, you're going to another level, but you need the next few weeks, especially leading right up to this next full moon in Aquarius. And then we move into September and into the eclipses and the equinox. And that takes you on to new destiny. And as you move up this week, your intuitive insight is growing. Your psychic eye is opening wider, deeper. More energy from cosmic source is seeking to flow through you. So that's why, again, the body is shifting so much right now. Okay, there's this huge expansion for you. Continue to stay grounded, as I said. Slow down, allow this process as best you can. And as you surrender, your connection to higher frequency then aligns, and then you can listen and hear better, hear the guidance you're getting, and just stay open so that you can receive and interpret the guidance that you are getting because it's there, it's coming in through all of the coding. So really trust this process, okay? Stay still, stay receptive. And Yarrow really tells us to allow this flow so that we can act decisively. So we really have clarity, and more clarity is coming in. As well, we have the peak of the person's meteor shower on the 11th and 12th here. So we're starting right now as I'm filming this, that it's peaking and tomorrow. So there's more clarity that could come in. Meteor showers always bring in They pepper us with more illumination, right? So you'll be able to act more decisively and for the higher good. So the affirmation for Yarrow is, I allow energy to flow freely through me. So that is the reading this week. As always, these readings build on my monthly Ascension updates. So if you haven't seen that video, it's more in depth. Please take a look at that on my channel and what you can be experiencing through this, what you can be mindful of, as you are the one that creates your life in partnership with Spirit. So the link for that video is below, along with other links such as my monthly specials to support you, your health, your body, and your vibrational field, and a free DNA upgrade event recording that I have there that tells you all about how DNA upgrades work, and my written Ascension update, which has more details. I thank you for watching, commenting, and journeying with me. Please like and subscribe if my channel resonates with you. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you. I'm sending you a galaxy of love. I will see you next week.